talk to me.
Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Welcome to The Changing Stage, music gear talk from the manufacturers and musicians who define the biz. Here's your host, Florentino Buenaventura.
Welcome back to another segment of the Changing Stage radio show, powered by the mighty WS Radio Networks, brought to you by SIR Music Equipment Rental, Pitbull Audio at pitbullaudio.com, where they just want you to play it loud. And these guys that we're talking to today do that. They can play it soft. They can do it however, because they are the best of the best. And, of course, Stars Line now, they've got their concert coming up on July 15th. Make sure you go out there to the you go to starslinenow.com and get tickets. And then it's over in La Jolla if you're going to be in town. In the San Diego area, and they're partners in all of this, which would be California Music Studios, where they are connecting students and teachers that help kids to learn music. And like we've been doing all day today, we're here broadcasting on remote at Westlake Studios, and this is an amazing place. It's got a huge history of some incredibly talented people. They've built rooms specifically for Michael Jackson. They've got, his gloves on the wall here. You walk around, you've got Missy Elliott's platinum records. All the major players play here. And those players need the major players that are playing with them. And we have one of those here. Mr. Daryl Crooks is here with us. Daryl, say hello.
Hello, world.
We kidnapped him. He was crashed out. He had done his part. He was crashed out waiting for the next song.
Yeah, y'all ambushed me.
We ambushed him, man. So, throughout Kevin, who brought us all together for this, is an amazing man. He has you in here. He speaks nothing but just highest regard for you, bro.
Wow.
Does he know you?
Well, I did pay him. Yeah. I did. So okay.
So
yeah.
You know what, man? I kind of want to know. Tell me a little bit about when you got started in this crazy world of music.
Really?
Yeah, I want to know about you, bro.
Let me see. Well, it's right when I signed Jesus Yearbook, but we'll bring it up to date. Well,
like David, Jesus liked a good ditty piece,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you made him happy little music, yeah, I'm sure he was good to let you sign his yearbook.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So anyway, well, I'm originally from Houston, Texas.
Okay,
And,
let me some Houston folk. They're
right.
like the nicest people. I went there once to do some work there, and then I just really like the people there.
Oh
They're
yeah,
nice.
yeah. We know our neighbors.
Yeah. You treat us nice, and you take you out when you hear how you looking. Yeah.
Yes,
So,
indeed.
so you're from Houston.
Yeah, from Houston, and wow, where do I start? Been playing music for a minute. I think I guess should I tell you? No, I shouldn't do that. But I used to work with a group called Archie Bell and the Trails.
I
Had a record called Tighten Up.
Yep, did Tighten Up. Yeah.
Dance as good as you want. Yes, he was dancing.
Archie used to have a studio not too far from here. One time in the '80s, if I remember rightly.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I remember that because I lived here. Don't live here anymore, but I did live.
And where are
here.
you from?
I'm originally. He's gonna start the interview. I was born in L.A.
Okay.
Lived most of my life in Sacramento, Sacktown, 916,
Okay.
and then I came here for college for UCLA, which is not too far from here, down west of here, and then at some point I went back to Sac, and then in San Diego now. That's where we're all from.
Okay. So how did you get into radio broadcasting? Okay. I'm sorry.
Well, let me tell you my story.
So anyway,
Like you, my arm got twisted into this.
Yeah,
I wasn't
right.
looking at being a radio broadcaster.
Okay.
So like you, we twisted your arm to be here.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna reverse back. So now you're there. Jesus signed your book.
Right.
You signed his, and you started doing music in Houston.
Started doing music in Houston, and like I said, I have stories. But I guess what got me here, I was on Star Search.
I remember Star Search.
84, 85 with, see, Darrell Coleman was on there with us.
Yeah.
Sinbad, Rosie O'Donnell. We were
Yeah.
on that season.
Yeah.
And it was the name of the band was called Heaven, the band.
Okay, I
That's
remember.
right.
I was
We
watching.
won all the shows except for the finals. Now, check this out.
I'm gonna tell you this, man.
Okay.
I'm serious as a heart attack. Y'all should have won.
D-
I remember it. It's been a long time, but I remember that.
And the honest truth, we were the only group that came on and did a show. We entertained, we
Yeah, yeah.
danced and moonwalk. We did all that. Everyone else would just stand up and play.
Yeah, who is it? Was it?
We lost against Jailbait, 3 girls.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Now,
I
well,
wasn't
you
sure if that was that one or the country band that won that one year.
know, yeah, there was this guy's
Was it-
name.
was it Sawyer Brown? Was
Sawyer Brown. They were was probably the year before us, but Sam Harris came on the year before us. We came
Yeah.
the very next year after
Yeah,
that with
yeah.
there was a guy. But anyway, so after we did Star Search, we decided to work the name, and we went on to Japan. We were popular. We worked all the little PACAF tours and stuff like that. And on our way back to Houston, we had a layover in L.A. just to change planes. And we all decided, hey, why don't we just stay here? You know, we got a band, everything having the band. We're popular.
They do a little music around here.
Yeah, trying to make it here. So I said, okay, cool. So I am not exaggerating. Soon as I got off the plane, I went right across the street, got me a job washing dishes.
Wow.
Because I knew that it was going to, to maintain my living, I had to be able to take care of myself.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was the only one in the band who would work a job, okay? But it was cool. So after the first month, and our rent was kind of cheap then. It was like this 84, 85 season.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was 6 of us in the band, and the rent was, 7 of us, and the rent was $600, less than $100 a guy.
Wow.
And but when it was time to pay rent, no one had that part of the
They
money
had to
but me.
scratch it.
And I couldn't take care of 6 other guys. So I was at a crossroads. So we decided I'll go back to Houston, and I said, well, I guess I'm gonna stay here. So I ended up staying here, and from that point, washing dishes. I started renting cars. Then I worked at Fedco, and then I worked at Radio Shack.
I remember Fedco, man.
I worked at the one that got ripped off on La Cienega.
Okay.
I stayed 1 block from it.
I was here in 86 and 87, so I
Yeah.
It's funny how,
Yeah,
things
man.
connect up.
So it was like one thing I should share with you. A lot of people, people that know me know my little story. When I used to work for Avis Rental Car, these people were hard on me. I was working at the Burbank location, and I was working from 3 to 11. The last bus that would come into the airport was around 10:30, 11:15. They wouldn't let me get off 15 minutes early to catch the bus home. I would walk from Burbank Airport all the way to Hawthorne.
No, that's crazy talk.
3 nights a week.
See,
But I didn't know
but
that.
but that's dedication, man.
Yeah, and I would get home, the sun was coming up.
Yeah.
And I'll go to sleep, get up, catch the 2 o'clock bus to get back to work for 3 o'clock. But anyway, so I started, so much for that story. And my
crazy.
first job that I landed, professional job, was with Ronnie Laws, the jazz
Yeah, yeah.
sax player.
Very special.
Yeah. And then after that was Mickey Howard.
Okay.
And then after Mickey Howard, there was a drummer named Raymond Calhoun was playing in the group.
Okay.
And Gap Band needed a guitarist, and he told them about me. And
Oh, sweet. Charlie
I played
and
one.
the boys.
Yeah, man. And I played with them for a little 5-6 years. Toured with the Gap Band. That was a great band. Matter of fact, I always dreamed of working with them.
One of the best
when I was a
concerts
kid.
I've seen.
Oh, the Cats, man.
Yeah, they
I
have-
learned
they
so much
have
from
show.
Charlie. Charlie Wilson he's an education. You need to be in his camp. The next camp I want to get in is I want to work with Prince one day, because they said you've never been fired till you've been fired by Prince. You ever heard that story?
Oh my God!
Yeah,
the
you know-
lines to this, the lines just keep coming, man.
know.
You ain't been fired till you've been fired by
Never
Prince.
been fired. Yeah.
That's
So
the
anyway,
segment title right there.
so, but after that, working with Gap Band, and I started playing a lot of record dates and touring a lot of different groups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I've been fortunate, really fortunate, because I came here with nothing, just a cat, doing Star Search, and some people still recognize it, believe it or not. It's really strange. And
You jogged my memory, man. I was like, I remember that.
yeah,
Y'all should have won,
Yeah,
man.
you can go look it up right now on YouTube. Heaven the Band. Yes, right. From Houston, Texas. Epic man, boy. Anyway, so but I've been blessed and really fortunate to be able to maintain and make a living playing what I enjoy and love to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell you, I work. My motto is this, and nobody rip it off. Okay. My I ain't trying to make all the chicken. I just want to make chicken all the time, or have chicken all the time. I call chicken money. Believe it or not, I'm vegan. I hate it, but I love it. I love the results. So everything's
They
about
trying
chicken.
to kill me with healthy food today, man. I had hummus, so I don't know. I need a good brother.
Let me
but
tell
I'm
you.
with you, though, brother.
I hate it. I hate being vegan, but I love the results. I mean, he told me I went to get a checkup. Another quick story, and they put this thing on my neck, and they said, "Mr. Crooks, you feel okay?" I said, "Yeah, yeah." "You sure?" I said, "Yeah." "Well, you see right here, you about to have a stroke any day." And I said, "What?" So they want to put me on Lipitor. So my girlfriend said, "You're not gonna do that. This is what you're gonna do." And I've been angry ever since. 5 years. Been angry ever since. I'm not joking. Man, let me tell you something. Like the guys right now trying to order some food. I'm nearly gonna probably order some barbecue. This, that. I'm just looking at them. Man, give me some of that. I dream about chicken too. I really do. Yes, I do. But I just tell people, I know this people have the thoughts about being vegan, but I say whether you believe in the Bible or not, but you've heard the story. Adam and Eve had to be vegan.
Yeah, they did.
They weren't killing, the animals and they can
No,
eat and live off the earth. But we evolved. I'm not saying it's wrong, but a lot of things come. So anyway, more about the music. I'm sorry, I got off into.
No,
I got a lot of stories.
It's all about this, man. I was just telling Paul. We were coming down here. I said, "I need something to drink." He goes, "I got some water for you." I started, "Okay, let's go," because we need to be here. Started drinking water. I'm like, "Man, I need something to drink." Water just made me angry.
It really-
Ask him.
well,
So it's just.
I'm getting around to liking water also, but I gotta have some bubbles,
Yeah, I do. I like water,
Yeah,
but
but you like water a lot.
but yeah. See, no, well, you see what I'm drinking right now.
Yeah. Okay, we don't give them no plug over the radio, but
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
that'll color you up.
Yeah.
Actually, my aunt lost her kidney behind that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But she was overdoing it. She breakfast, lunch, dinner. She would never drink water. Yeah, you gotta dilute.
Yeah,
But anyway,
yeah.
so see what else about my music situation? Oh, by the way, I'm an inventor, but I am gonna tell you what I'm inventing. But I want to tell you there's one thing that I'm waiting for. I'm talking too much.
Oh no! I was saying hello to
Time for me
Lamont.
to play? Oh,
Mr.
okay,
Mr. Dozier's coming back into town.
Lamont Dozier Jr., ladies and gentlemen, in the house. That's right. Yeah. He keeps me a gig too. It keeps me working. What? Don't.
He's looking. He's truck. No, not us. Not us. I think he's downstairs, my friend. We're giving directions. Hey, that's how we do it. This is all natural,
Yeah.
Organic radio, man. We're not editing. This is all good. That was Lamont Dozier
Yeah,
Holland.
yeah, and I work with him, and I pay some bills working with him also.
Yeah.
And he keep that chicken coming my way. But I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about?
Inventing something.
Yep, you like that, huh? I have this
That's
invention.
why I have him around. He remembers my stuff.
Or-
I can't
or-
remember stuff.
Are you an inventor also?
No,
Okay. Anyway, I got this. I'm working on this patent.
I steal other people's inventions.
That's right. I hear you. But I can kind of talk about it, but I ain't gonna talk about it right now. But anyway, I'll just say this much. It's how can I say? No musician will leave home without it.
Okay.
My thing that is from elementary all the way through college, all the way through life, professional life. You just can't leave home without this thing.
So here's my thing for you. We won't say it now, but when you get it done, you will come back and we will reveal it to the world. on the show.
You do that, man. Pitch me, give me. Oh yes, I go for that. Yeah. Anyway,
So if it's for musicians,
it's for
we get thousands of musicians that listen to us,
Yeah.
and people in the business too. So
Oh.
we got managers, agents,
Yeah.
licensing people. They all listen to us.
Yeah, maybe I get somebody. Yeah, you get somebody to. What's the word I'm looking for? Help me. Mass production. Put it out there. What's the word I'm looking for?
A benefactor to help you produce it.
Manufacture.
Yeah.
Get it out there because it costs money. I ain't got that kind of chicken, man.
Well, you vegan, man. You vegan. That's why you got
that's why I ain't got that kind of chicken.
So
It's not vegan chicken, right? They invented that already.
Oh, by the way, I might give this place a place. You ever eat, a plug? Have you ever eaten a place called Doomie's?
probably not. No,
Have you?
I haven't been.
Nobody's eating at Doomie's, right? Man, go there. You'll thank me for it. It's right on the corner of Fountain and Vine, right across the street from Popeye's Chicken.
Okay.
Man, they have the best Big Macs, macaroni and cheese, barbecue, fish and all that kind
That comes from our in-house vegan.
of awesome stuff, man. But it's all vegan. You know?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's
wow.
oh, you thought it was real stuff?
I thought it was-
man, it's vegan.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, it's
You gonna
vegan.
try to kill me too, like these guys? eat healthy?
Oh, really? You don't want to eat healthy?
I'm just joking. I like.
What did you have today?
I had hummus and chips. I
Oh.
did have some Yoshinoya.
What did you have at Yoshinoya?
I had the beef and chicken bowl.
Beef.
and
Beef.
chicken.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, hey, it's all about preserving ourselves. It's all about feeling good for a long time. I'm about to turn 60, so I'm trying to preserve myself.
You're good, brother.
Oh,
You're
wait.
good. Yeah, you're good.
But I've never drank. I've never tasted alcohol. I've never taken any type of drugs or pharmaceutical extractions. We'll say that to find paradise. I've never even said a bad word before yet. I'm not even allowed as a kid to say.
He got me beat on that one. I've said a few.
I have never
All
said
the
a
other
bad
stuff, I
word.
was with you, man. But I say a bad word every so often.
LIE. I'll say you're telling a story. You telling a story.
No, I'm not.
And people say, you too grown, too old to be telling a story. Okay, that's fine. But no, I try to keep my whole situation as clean as possible.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? And
For the man upstairs.
yeah, that's right. And people say, well, how you feeling today? Man, as long as I have peace of mind and good health, the rest is coping with the world because the world's crazy.
yeah.
And with peace, you don't understand. With peace of mind, you can function in any situation.
Exactly. And I'm going to tie that back into the career because you've played in some pandemonium type of situations. Gap Band, I would imagine, would have had you all over the place with pandemonium.
Oh, let me tell you a story. You want to hear a story?
I do.
Oh, let me tell you a Gap Band story. I wonder if Charlie's gonna remember this one if you ever hear this. I would rent them cars, right?
Yeah.
And actually, it was just two of them. It was just Charlie and Robert.
Uh-huh.
But because I've rented cars, worked for Avis Rental Car, I know that the deal is if your car is stolen, you have to have the original key.
Mm-hmm.
So I would make them a copy, right? And give them the copy of the key in case something happened. I report the car stolen, but I got all the money up front because I just know these cats are just going to screw up. So anyway, so Charlie's in a hotel, and for whatever reason he gets mad at the manager, so he threatens to kill the manager, and he checks out and everything. So they call the cops on him. Called the cops. I'm sorry, not on him. They called the cops on the license plate on the car. The car's in my name, so I had to go downtown for a lineup
Oh, man.
because he threatened to kill somebody. Okay. But it gets better. Robert, because sometimes I say, Gap Band is like, you want to see Grace working overtime? See Gap Band. Or work with him, put it that way. Robert takes the car that's in my name and is in a bank robbery.
Oh, no.
Not a bank, a store.
Okay.
So there's a high-speed police chase.
I think I heard. Bringing back all these memories. I think I heard about that.
And he runs into a police car. With the car that my name's on. Now, it's him and his buddy right there together, right?
Oh, man.
They catch his buddy, but Robert managed to get away.
Oh, jeez.
So I get a call again. I go downtown for another lineup. Man, I'm telling you, boy, I have stories. Those guys, I've learned a lot, especially with Charlie. Man, Charlie's an amazing talent. Charlie, Charlie. I mean, you can find it on the internet about him living on the streets and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I work with another group. He mentioned it. I'm not going to say their name, but people can probably find me. And man, if these guys could get past their personal thing, I'll let you put it out.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
can get past their personal thing and get with
Yeah.
and work it out. They have 3 shows in one act. Let me explain how. They have enough songs.
Yeah.
They can open up with the group of today. I'm going to say it today. I'll probably end up saying it anyway. They can open up with this group where they are now without him,
Yeah.
and then let him do his solo act in the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they can close out with the original guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Because everybody's there except for one guy. And I keep telling these guys, you're going to act like you're going to be like the Beatles. One day time's going to come, you're not going to get a chance to get together. But my point was, I was saying, pulling it all together, is that they had this manager who didn't want that marriage to come together
Yeah.
because he would be out of a job
Yeah.
because that entity will not allow him to be involved. And I was trying to share with them. I said, you know, you guys were on top of the world. You got all these hits. And if you can get past this, do it for your fans. Forget your personal. You don't have to even ever talk to each other. You know,
just do the show.
you know, just for the fans.
Yeah.
But I said, here's a difference. Charlie Wilson was down on his luck on Skid Row, sleeping on a cardboard box.
Yeah.
Okay. Fortunately for him, he had a young lady come through to help clean him up. But he had a manager that had a vision and believed in him and got him out there. Here, these cats are pretty much clean.
Yeah.
But they have a manager that doesn't have a vision.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're going to be as strong
Yeah,
as
yeah.
whoever you're your team. And that's the
How are you
only
going to
thing
build a brick house?
yeah, if you don't have somebody that how I kind of lay bricks or go
Yeah. How
stack them or
how are you going to build a brick house without putting the house back together? We
yeah,
ain't saying
yeah,
names.
gotta have a
we ain't
vision,
saying people.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
yeah. But man, you got me talking here. I mean, y'all bamboozled me, got me on this microphone. You know, to be telling my life.
I knew that this was going to be a good interview, man. So.
Well, you know, there's so much stuff I want to put out there. You know, I think, how can I? What do you think about corporal punishment?
Corporal punishment.
Spanking your kids.
Well, I think that I probably should have gotten a little bit more than I had when I was younger. I'd probably been more disciplined. But I think that within reason, it's a needed thing.
Okay.
Spare the rod, right? You know?
Right, exactly. So check this out. Today's time, my dad would be in jail, and my dad didn't spare a rod. Tore my fanny up. You know,
Yeah.
I think my dad thought about it. I'm gonna whoop him today about something. But anyway, I look. What is it that you fear? What is animal, insect, anything? What is it that you fear in life? Nothing. You like He-Man?
No. Honestly,
Yeah.
the biggest thing I fear is displeasing the man upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's bring it down to earth.
Yeah. So, but,
Scorpions.
so
Are you afraid of scorpions?
and
Reptiles?
I'm afraid what they can do to me, but I'm not necessarily the kind of person that I'm gonna freak out when I see it.
You're a tough guy, huh?
No, it doesn't. It's not me. Like I said, it's always the man upstairs. I mean, that's where my walk goes.
If a python's coming up here, coming your way, not just coming your way.
I try not to freak out, and I try to navigate that logically and move out of his way
Okay,
really fast.
out of respect, you respect that thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the point I'm trying to get at. Anything that you fear, out of respect, you don't mess with it.
Yeah.
So I didn't know who God was until I became an adult. In the meantime, my dad was my God.
Yeah.
And out of respect, I would never think about crossing because of consequences.
Yeah.
And I feel like kids now, they say, do whatever because they're not concerned about consequences. I'm not even saying that, that every child needs to be disciplined.
Yeah.
But I think it should not. I think it should be a part of life when you're out of line, because you don't have no fear. I mean, man, I'm telling you. Like I said today, I've never said a bad word before. Why? Because I think my dad and mom's gonna still hear me.
Yeah.
So why should I start? What is it necessary? There's so many adjectives to describe something. And another thing about that, when people use certain words, they're trying to work out the differences. It's not even so much about the subject. It's about the word they use, and now they've lost what they're really arguing about because somebody said something about they used some word that bothered them. Words have power. So even with my group being like MD, a lot of time in different groups, I would say to guys, look, we may have our differences, but it's all maintain the respect.
Yeah.
So we won't lose our focus.
I can understand how you're the MD because you've definitely got a philosophical way of dealing with things. You've MD'd for Gap Band, the name that we won't mention, but we'll mention. Starts with a C. They've had other members of the band that have went on to get some success and stuff like that. So, Commodores. Want to say it, man?
Ooh,
I'm in trouble now.
I didn't say that. Ooh, he said it.
Did you? We almost interviewed you guys back about a year or so ago. You guys, if you were with the Commodores at that time,
I got fired about 2.5 years ago. I was fired.
Okay.
But it ain't like being fired by Prince.
Yeah, it was about a year and a half ago. They were there with Jay King from the Club Nouveau. We were
Okay.
We were doing
I
something.
work with Jay King.
Yeah. We've known Jay. We all grew up in the same time frame
Okay,
over in
okay.
Sacramento. So yeah. So speaking of that, who are some of the other groups that you've
I was just trying to Leon Ware.
Okay.
You have to him. He's a legend. He did a lot of stuff for a lot of the songs that Marvin Gaye sang.
Yeah.
He's the actual writer.
Yeah.
And
He was the one who wrote. It wasn't the one. He was the one who stuck up for Robin Thicke with the lawsuit, wasn't he? The one?
Oh, that was the. Oh, who stood up? Who stood up for them?
Yeah. What's the song? I want.
Oh, the name of the song was.
Gotta give it up.
Yeah, give it up.
Give it up.
Got to give it up.
So the guy who co-wrote it said that no, they didn't. That's not the same song at all. He was Marvin Gaye's co-writer on the song. He's like, it's not the same song. And, but they still.
Yeah. Oh, you know.
That's a whole other different story. It's definitely a similar production.
Yeah, I think it's about the vibe. You know. Yeah, I mean.
But then
there's no song that's never been types of chords put together. It's like a blues.
Yeah.
Blues is
What are we gonna? We gonna all old Chuck Berry money?
Yeah.
Well, he'd like to see that, wouldn't he?
Chuck Berry is some boy. You work with him? I mean, been around him?
I have never personally.
Chuck Berry, it's cash only. If he doesn't get his cash, and he has to be paid in advance, he don't deal with banks or anything. He's a straight cash cat. So you know about that, huh?
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, always straight up cash cat. And let me tell you another cat. I used to work with Johnny Guitar Watson.
Oh yeah.
Now it's funny. I was playing drums for him. He never knew I played guitar,
Oh, that's funny.
and I didn't care because I'm trying to keep a gig.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying, hey, I play guitar. Check this out. No, I'm trying to keep a gig, you know. So he never knew I played guitar.
That's
He was a great guy to work with. I work with, wow. I mean, I play with a lot of people, man. I'm just, for a blank, I was trying to pull this up, all the stuff I've been doing. But
And there was so much stuff. It's hard to remember everything, right?
I used to work on Michael Jackson's nephews, 3T.
Oh yeah, 3T.
That was here's my glasses right here. I'm like, where are my glasses? Right there on my.
Yeah,
Those guys, they were great too, but it's just for some reason it just never got
they had
what
they had the Tito curse, man. You know, what are you gonna do?
Really?
Don't get the love that you're supposed to. I mean, Tito was talented, but he just never. Everyone always had that thing. It's,
Okay, here we go. Brian Simpson, Lettucey. Actually, I have a song on her.
Yeah, Lettucey's
See,
awesome.
Yeah. See, there's Brian Simpson again. Come on, man. There's more stuff in.
One of my
those
boys
two.
plays with Lettucey and then played with the other member of that group that we weren't supposed to mention. I don't know if you know Bobby G.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me and Bobby grew up since kindergarten together.
Okay. I did Tupac, Dear Mama. I played
yeah.
on that.
Awesome.
The movie, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Oh, that was a great movie.
Now,
I
Undercover Brother.
yes.
You have to the movie? Do you ever see that one?
Yeah. With
No.
with Eddie Griffith.
Now, I'm not gonna call any names out again.
I might have to call it out for you though.
It's a different person, but you have to go look. You have to go listen to the song and read the credits. But the last song in the movie, Undercover Brother, is you won't find my name nowhere on the movie. But then if you look up the publishing, I got my credit.
Yeah.
But it kind of hurts because it was my song.
Oh wow.
They did the lyrics and everything, but it was my song. And what they said to me is, well, Daryl, we turned your name in, and I don't know what happened to myself. I said, yeah, that invisible spy ink. You need special glasses to see. And a mutual friend that pulled me into the camp said, well, Daryl, you should let him go and have that. It's like he's already established. There'd be more things. I said, man, I don't need to be friends with a thief. It was simple. I said no, and I just haven't been right about since that, man. It's like, anyway, Dan Siegel. I did Dream Girls. I play like guitar work on Dream Girls. Vanessa Williams, Jeff Lorber, Regina Bell, Mesa, Gerald Albright, Layla Hathaway.
Wow. Yeah.
Will Downing, BB and CC, BB Whining, Paul Taylor's another sax player, Kirk Whalum, the Crusaders, the Jazz Crusaders.
Nice.
Dang, I'm just.
We've had Michael O'Neill, who used to be a Crusader. On.
Michael's. Yeah, no. Well, Michael's with George Benson.
He's now, George Benson. So
Yeah.
he's a good friend of ours.
Yeah, Michael O'Neill's a great guy too.
Yeah, he is. He's just awesome. We've had him on a
Yeah.
couple times. He's got his new project coming out, his own personal one. So
Now that's funny.
I know we got a story.
Well, for years, and we're saying, "Damn, when you put a CD out?" See, I'm in my own self way. Did I say that right? I'm in my own self way. I'm in my own
Self way, right?
Did I say that right? I'm in my own way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fame and fortune go hand in hand, but fame is a drug.
Yeah.
You can be broke, not have the fortune, but you still need, people just want to have that recognition.
Yeah.
And all I want to do is go to the mailbox. I'm good. I don't need nobody to know who I am. And I have this problem of being on stage because I love small, little, intimate places where I have the connection. I don't like being on high stages where I'm looking down and people looking up to me like, no. That's my problem. I got to get past that. I don't want to felt like somebody's praising me or I'm so much above them.
Yeah.
But there are many that want to put money behind me to do my own project. Now, I play jazz. I play R&B, which I call rhythm and black. Pop rock. I play everything well enough to get through. But my thing is, rhythm and black stuff, funk and all that.
Yeah.
But I want to do a CD if I do it. Well, I'm going to say when I do it. That's people music. I'm not trying to play to a specialty crowd.
Yeah.
Jazz is beautiful. To me, sometimes it could be like Eagles, like how many notes I can play in 1 second, to wow someone.
Yeah.
But and there are people like Herbie, who's a great player, and he has developed over the years how to still be emotional with the jazz and playing a bunch of notes. But for the most part, if you come as kids, you just want to play fast stuff. But I want to. I always use B.B. King as an example. B.B. is not a technician.
Mm-hmm.
He may know maybe 10 licks, but them licks have so much emotion. He moves millions of people.
Yeah.
Millions. So with somebody that's a shredder, after listening to it for a while, there's nothing else there. But it's like a woman. When she give you that feel, she can do the same thing over and over. She don't have to know a bunch of stuff, just that one. And that's what I want to always give people, that chill, make them feel good, happy, smiling. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do with my music. So I want to play people's music, stuff that everyone can relate to, not just a selective crowd. Anyway, I'm all into a whole nother thing. But I am going to do the project one day. I have so many songs. I got a gang of songs.
Well, see, that's the reason why we got to keep bringing you back, man. It'd be good. So you got the invention, you got the album project that you got coming up. You're obviously
album,
doing
man, CDs. You aging yourself. No.
Well, no, it's still.
They still have wax, don't they?
Well, no, an album is a collection of songs.
Oh, okay.
A record is a vinyl disc.
Oh.
A CD is it's still a vinyl disc, but it's a different type of vinyl disc.
Okay.
I guess it's not vinyl; it's just plastic. But now those aren't even. No one sells CDs anymore either. So
That's right. It's all about
it's
streaming.
It's awesome.
That's another thing I want to talk about. See, okay, Shazam, right?
Yeah.
And some other program that recognizes the songs.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them now. Yeah, they all use the same database.
Well, how can I? Where do I start? Okay, whatever the technology is to hear the actual song, there's some type of tone or something. I know people out there know this answer because it's been explained to me kind of before, and it can tell you the name of the song. Well, and Apple kind of have it down a little bit because what happens is you pay for the song and you download it. You can't share it with anyone, but people will have a workaround because if they play it, they have a medium to record it analog, and you bypass the protection. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Protection, whatever.
Yeah. The copyright protection.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, whatever it is in that audio that, and it's coming across analog, and this program is picking it up and able to identify it. It's analog, right? Coming through the air, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why can't they have a situation like, giving somebody some ideas out there in the world, when it's played back and they take any type of analog equipment to record, it puts a tone right through it. It can't, and when they play it back, it's nothing, because it's able to pick up that signal, knowing through analog that it's being recorded. So, am I making sense to anybody?
No, it does make sense. The only challenge is you'd have to have the people who make the software or the hardware that records it buy into that philosophy, and it's easier not to, because it's just more expensive just to be able to make it to record. I think that.
But here's the thing: it's just the piracy thing. It'll cut all that out.
It potentially would, but the reality is this: most people. For example, like YouTube, there's you can go to a website and type in the YouTube URL and copy a decent MP3.
Right.
When we were back in the 1500s, and this is my philosophy,
Right?
about this,
Yeah,
back in the
1500s.
and you were Mozart or whoever it is, I don't know if that's the exact time frame, but in that time frame, Beethoven, you didn't sell CDs, but you were a professional musician. You played.
Right.
What happened was you had benefactors, which were sponsors. Those benefactors would align themselves to you to increase their social standing. They would pay for you to be able to make this music, because you didn't really have a way to make it other than that way. That's kind of where we're getting back to now. This is my philosophy in this, is that as we start to move forward, the content is about building a brand. The brand's about building a voice to a certain type of crowd, and that voice delivers a marketing message, and you get paid to do that. So that's kind of where I see it going. The idea of selling music is pretty much on its way.
Yeah, streaming. It's all about streaming now.
Just even that. I think that the idea of you buying a song or paying for a song is kind of on its way out. It's all about you building a voice so that you can sell other things, and the music is a way for you to build a voice.
Okay. Well, here's another question, because I got all kinds of things in my head. I felt like having a record deal is not really a big deal, because you can.
No, yeah.
It's like with CD Baby and all these other little things. That's such a new thing now with the streaming.
Yeah.
Boy, so much in my head. Prince. Let's go back to Prince for a second.
You haven't been fired until you've been fired by Prince.
He's been fired by Prince. Prince. My limited information when Prince left his label. He said, "Okay, forget y'all. I don't need you guys." Although he had an advantage, he was already established.
Yeah.
So he proved to them I can get do my own thing and go platinum without a record deal. And you call me, sign, whatever you want to call me.
Yeah.
That was my name. And Prince cut out everybody. He cut out all the middlemen, distributors. He did his own distribution. He cut his own CD, packaged it himself, and people ordered online. They paid for their own postage.
Yeah.
He got all the money.
Yeah.
Okay. How could we, you don't need a record. What I'm trying to say, you don't need a record deal.
No,
you have the internet. You have access to the world.
Yeah.
So.
If it's for me, I'm not here.
Okay.
No, I'm joking.
So how, you're going to do a lot of editing. So how, if I want to do my own CD, how can I do an internet blitz about myself and make my material available only electronically for download? How can you get around that to reach the world? Because it seems like there's still some wall there. You need search engines and other, like CD Baby, to actually get your material out.
To get it out, it's not hard. To get it distributed, it's very easy. I mean, you can go to TuneCore and you put it out, or CD Baby, put it out, and it'll blanket.
But bypass them. Don't use anyone. Do it yourself. How is that possible?
Well, you could put up a website and offer it as your own downloads. Here's the challenge, though.
Yeah, tell me.
How can Prince do it?
How?
Yeah, two reasons why he was able to do it.
Well, one, he's already
He's
established.
already famous.
Yeah, exactly. He's already famous. Everyone knows him, and he had a crap load of money. So those are two things that you need to do.
Okay. Okay. So if I set up my, okay. I'm trying to. I want to try to understand this thing because to me it sounds like it's simple. I mean, you have somebody that's internet savvy.
Yeah.
It's all about advertising yourself. Now, I have a little website. Well, forget that. Can I? What I'm trying to say is, can I build my own website? Just having an internet connection.
Mm-hmm. And
What is it
distribute
called?
your
What is
music?
it called? Was it a server?
Yeah, and distribute your music.
Yeah. Can I?
Yeah, you can. It's technically it's not hard. You know, you just have to have somebody who could do it if you don't know how to do it. But you can have somebody build it for you and do that. Websites are not difficult, especially now.
Right. I got that part.
And then be able
but
to distribute and have a shopping cart for there. So going back to it, it comes down to this, and I'm gonna tie it back to your group that we can't mention.
Okay.
And the guy that we can't mention that used to be with that group. There was a guy who's a manager of that guy, Ken Cragen. I won't say who the people were.
Okay. They'll
So-
go look him up.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ken Cragen. Well, he's one of those behind the scene guys, but he was the one who put together "We Are the World" and Hands Across America. Was the manager for the guy we won't mention, and Kenny Rogers. But long story short, he said it best: if you could make, the only thing you have to do is you have to do something that sets you apart from everybody else.
Right.
Because the challenge that we have right now is it's easy to do that, to distribute your music, even on your own website or through any of these other companies like CD Baby or TuneCore that puts it out. It's easy to do that, and you can make most of your money. They don't take that much from you, so you're making a big chunk of it. The challenge is to differentiate yourself from everybody else. That's where it is, and then the fact that everything is spread out between everybody. Instead of having a handful of artists making all the money, you've got a ton of artists spreading it out to where they're all making just little chunks, and that's where the challenge is. It's now a lot more democratic. So the key, when what Ken said it best, was you got to go out there and do your splash. He does a training course over here at UCLA, and the first thing he does is he sends in a marching band to wake you up. Like literally, he has a full marching band that comes in. He said, you need to do something like that to wake people up about your product or who you are. If you're able to do that, and then he's got some philosophy about if you do things in threes. He talked about that guy that we won't mention his name, that when he did the Super Bowl, that by itself wasn't enough. He had hit millions of people. But when he did the Motown 25th anniversary, he did American Music Awards and one other one. They're all in a row. His career, that's when he became the person that we know, that the group that you don't like was very, very envious of, or however you want to look at it. I don't know the personal thing, but that was the tales that were there. So my point going back to it is it comes down to PR, and being able to make a splash and be able to get your voice out there and be different enough to people go, okay, I want to see what that's all about. And then they start recognizing who you were. And I'll bring back to a silly movie that I watched called The Rocker. And it was actually a good story. In this movie, there was this group, like a high school group, and they hired the uncle of one of the members to play drums for him. He was like an old rocker. And they were getting together. He got them in trouble. They weren't allowed to practice anymore, so they set up an internet thing to practice, which wasn't technically available. But the movie was kind of interesting. He didn't realize that because he was older that he was being videoed, so he would play in the nude because it was so hot where he was at. And so you see everybody else, and he's playing completely butt naked. But they thought it was only within their little world. But what ended up happening is somebody hit the wrong button, and it sent it out over the internet. And so they became an overnight sensation.
Overnight success.
Because they're the Naked Drummer Band. And so that's that big splash. And then people heard the music, and it was boom, big splash. Oh, the music's actually really good. So that's my answer to you is the question is what that is. We don't know. It's all individual. But that's after entering probably close to 100 people. No one knows how to make it in this business anymore. People are trying to figure that out. But that is the one thing that's resonated with me from Ken Cragen is you just got to make a big enough splash that people will want to take notice of what you're doing. Because other than that, it's just part of the rest of the crowd.
Well, but I have that. It's just reaching. See, my thing is how to get to those people. Like right now, I set up a website at Internet Blitz about me. All I got to do is just put it out there.
The Naked Music Director. There you go. you will get a whole lot of attention.
That's what I'm saying.
You play some funk butt naked, you will get a lot of attention.
It's like, well, okay, using that. How? But he was using like Skype or something.
Well, it went over probably I think YouTube, or it just went to all the.
Oh, he did a YouTube thing.
You got to use the media right now. The media solutions to go. There's a lot of different things, but the thing
So
is,
I'm saying, can I do my own? Is it possible building my own situation in my own room? I put my own material.
it is. You
And
just
I'm
gotta
able
be-
to, boom, hit one button. It's like advertising on Google. You know, if you advertise on Google, everybody's going to see it because everybody's using the search engine and they have advertising.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So yeah, so there's different things that you can do, but there's no one way. That's
Okay. Because I can be a card, so maybe I'm just call you. We try to figure it out.
We could chat, man.
Man, I have ideas. I'm gonna tell you something. I did the iPad before it came out. I did the digital music stand in 1991. I had meetings at my home. Flat screen wasn't even out. I mean, I've been inventing since 1961. I came up with the first idea with the 468 transmission. The cat told me in elementary school, "You stupid. They had to have two transmissions." Then it came out in 1976 on the Cadillac. I have an exercise machine that's out of this world right now that I got a buddy now want to get with me to get it out there. But it started as an exercise machine. Kids going to lose their mind behind it.
Yeah.
But I do see it as an event in the Olympics.
Yeah.
You know, snowboarding is probably the newest event right now in the Olympics.
I think I don't know. I'd be very frank with
You
you.
don't
I haven't paid that much attention.
you
to
don't
the Olympics.
snowboard?
I do actually. I haven't done it in a long time. I haven't done.
Crack it all
Because
up.
I won't walk across the street. And you're talking about the exercise. I am not
That's an avalanche waiting to happen.
I know, but
a snowball effect.
man, snowball. Man, that's something, boy. I don't do anything. That's
The funny
another
thing is,
thing.
I do snowboard. I can.
You do?
Yeah, I can.
Man, I don't do anything daredevil. The most daredevil thing I do is drive my car out of necessity and fly on a plane. I don't do anything because this is my theory. I ain't knocking it. Just to keep snowboarding. People that do daredevil stuff, bungee jumping and that and other. Okay, here, let me back up. Anything you cherish, you don't put it out there. Like your money, you just won't leave it out, or your kid, or anything. You cherish it. So when people put their lives on the line, I ain't knocking. People get a thrill, say, "Yeah, you live life." Yeah, but it ain't worth all that because one slip. So I cherish me.
Yeah.
You know, not. You know, I'm not. You know, how can I say? You know. So into myself, but I cherish myself. I try to preserve myself. I've been that way since a kid. Can't say, "Come on, man, let's draw close." No, forget that. I was never a daredevil.
You got your dad in the background saying,
Yeah,
I will
doggone
tan your
it,
hide
I
if
tear
you."
your fanny up. And boy, I'm tell you, one time my dad was with me, and I was saying, I probably can't say this on the mic, but he was with me, and my mom. He was tearing my fanny up. And I was like, "Man, I gotta stop this, man. Oh, my mom's there." So I said, Dad, I'm done. And my mom runs. She said, "Joe, you're hurting my baby." And my dad said, "Well, you get back. I'm gonna bring this boy back alive." And he started whooping me. Hold up, I'm alive down there. I'm alive. But he used other words, colorful words.
Colorful metaphors.
Yo, boy, I'm gonna tell you something. I just tremble. My dad, he spanked me, man. It's like the whole house is changed. You know,
It's
furniture
like
everywhere.
like the Hulk when he claps, a big impact of everything.
Oh, I had fear, man. My friends say, "Come on, do this," and I peer pressure. I'm sorry.
That was Mr. Kevin
you was ready
Flournoy.
for me?
Yeah. So
I didn't suffer peer pressure. My parents were my peer pressure. My friends could not get me to do anything. Nothing. Never. No. Okay. Hey, it's really been great talking to you guys.
yes, it has been.
Out there in the internet
You got
world.
some recording to do.
But I got so
So-
much stuff to do.
Well, you know what, brother? Thank you, Mr.
Oh,
Daryl Crux.
well,
You are awesome. Music director, philosopher,
Inventor.
inventor.
Storyteller.
We're going to do more, man.
Yes.
This has been the Changing Stage Radio Show, powered by the mighty WS Radio Networks, brought to you by SIR, Pitbull Audio at pitbullaudio.com. Stars in line now. Don't forget the concert on July 15th. We've got California Music Studios, and then we've got the concerts for the Aristocrats coming up in August, and then of course this month we've got the Rock and Roll Reunion all down in San Diego. And Mr. Crooks, thank you very much, sir. It's been a
All
great
right.
pleasure. You got some more work to go do downstairs.
That's some more chicken to me.
You got some more chicken to make. Vegan style. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.